had to know that I'd be waiting patiently. You had to know that I'd still be here. 'Cause I told you much too many times that if you left, I'd lose my mind. You had to know that I still care.
Good night, good evening. Happy Friday, my family. This is your girl, Liberated Lola Barbara on Finding Our Way Radio. That was Layla Hathaway with Kirk Whalum, and You Had to Know. I gotta tell you, I don't have any reason for playing that song other than because I really like it. Lately, those of you who follow, and golly, there are a whole bunch of y'all who follow now. I am like really humbled that you enjoy listening to Finding Our Way Radio and the Privilege Radio. It's been a real blessing for me to be able to share through this venue, and I'm just like so humbled and so blessed, and just feel so just exhilarated by the response that I'm getting. So thank you. Like I was saying, I have no reason to play it other than just to play it. Friday nights over the past couple of weeks, I've been doing a live show with my ex-husband. Hey, with Barbara, happily separated. I say husband, ex-husband because, I have not officially divorced him yet. He's my dude. He's my friend. Only God knows what will happen. We don't have animosity towards each other, and people think that is so weird, and they want us to like be angry and all that. But I don't have that kind of energy. So it is what it is, and it works for us, and hopefully you'll learn how to make it work for you too if you find yourself in a similar situation. But I was just sitting here listening to music. He's not feeling well this evening, so he's not going to be able to join me on the line to do Happily Separated, but we're hoping that we can resume tomorrow night. Just wanted to say, hey, hope everybody's having a pleasurable Friday evening. I don't know if you're like me. I'm past the get out to the club, have my drink on, the party in the club. I'm past all of that. Not saying it's immature or anything. That's just not a part of my life. My life is primarily focused right now on manifesting that the second part be a blast, so that it include travel and enlightenment and just memories that blow my mind when I close my eyes and I let myself drift onto the things I've been able to do. I've had a great life thus far, so I'm not complaining. I just want the second part to be even gooder, if you get what I'm saying. Even gooder. I wanted to share with you guys that this morning I'm actually behind. Oh boy, am I behind in the 21-day. Deepak Chopra has a 21-day, abundance meditation. And it started on, I think, the 6th of November. And I think the 6th of November. I think that's what it was. Maybe it was the 2nd, something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm behind. So I went back to try to catch up. And I realized it really wasn't a catch up. It was just about when you do it, because you can go on to, I think it's the chopracenter.com or .org. Just Google Deepak Chopra 21-day meditation. And you can begin it whenever you feel like it. So I started it this morning. And let me read to you what it said. The meditation for today, let me unlock my iPhone. The meditation for today was, come on, iPhone, day 1. Today, I behold all of the abundance that surrounds me. Doesn't that sound great? Take a deep breath. Today, I behold all of the abundance that surrounds me. And let me tell y'all something. I'm hyperactive Hazel, okay? So I can't be still. Hayward teases me and says I can't even read anything because I won't be still long enough to read. That's not true. I do read. I read all stuff off my iPad now because I just got accustomed to doing that. And I've read lots and lots and lots of books. My library is out of control, actually. I don't read a lot of, like romance kind of. I don't read that kind of stuff, not really. I read a lot of personal development and kind of like, no, I don't want to say reference because they're not reference books, but things about history, about Black history, about other history. And every now and again, I'll slip some other kind of little book in there. But for the most part, I'm always trying to enlighten, empower, and enrich that brain of mine. So I was, so I'm sorry, I got distracted. So this morning I was reading that and I looked at the Deepak Chopra thing and I read that. And so I read it all day long and I read it all day long. I didn't read it. I did open up my phone and read it several times a day, but then I memorized it and I just kind of let it flow out of myself. And let me just tell you, this was an unbelievable day. It started off the morning with me winning a sales contest and pocketing $200 that I had no clue that I was going to pocket. And they was all looking at me like, how'd she win that? Then after that, it was just a great day. I wrote a contract, awesome family, just for their new home, just fantastic people. It was just a pleasure to spend the afternoon with them and get that done. And then my boy called me and he told me some fantastic news about my writing exploits, some things he's helping me with. And I just finished it off. And, I couldn't help but wonder if it had something, a little bit, everything to do with my mantra, today I behold all of the abundance that surrounds me. And every time I said that to myself today, I just felt it. You know what I'm saying? Every time I said it today, I just felt it. I just felt like that was real and like that was happening and like that was just my world. And I guess one of the things that I wanted to say tonight was try to do that for yourself. My shows that have the biggest response, honestly, you guys, are the shows about relationships and love and all that kind of stuff. And I love love. Lord knows I love love. And I love relationships. But I hope that when you hear one of these recordings that I do about, spirit and abundance and how to manifest those things in your life, I hope that you get that that's equally as important. You see, abundance is abundance. When we think about it, we have a tendency to focus it in on money. But abundance can be more love. It can be more peace. It can be more happiness. It can be more joy. It can be more anything you want. Anything that positively impacts your life. If you are meditating on or praying for abundance for that thing, that's awesome. And if you're praying for abundance, it can be to increase your love life. It can be to enhance your relationships. It really doesn't matter. So when you guys listen to this stuff, I hope you don't think it's that hoogie-joogie. Well, I guess it is kind of hoogie-joogie, but I hope you don't take it and apply it to somebody else, or that applies to somebody else. Oh, Lola, she thinks like that. No, it applies to you too. That's why God's got me on here saying these things to you all, so that you know that it definitely applies to you as well. I don't believe that there's anything that I learned or that I have learned in my life that was not given to me for the purpose of me sharing it with you or with anyone that I pass. I believe that all things are given to us so that we share. I believe that, I'm big on words. I'm big on writing. And I really believe, like even songs, you know what I'm saying? You'll hear a certain song at a certain time. Prime example, and I can't really disclose exactly what this conversation was about because the person I was talking to would kill me. But I was in the car and I was talking to a friend about something I needed to take care of. Business stuff we don't always wrap up. And I went and picked up my friend for her to ride with me this morning to my sales meeting. And she got in the car and started talking about the exact same thing that I was trying to figure out. She got in the car with the how-to instructions on how to resolve my issue. I Like I sent her a text message saying, I was just on the phone with so-and-so and we were talking about, and I really want to know how to figure it out. She got herself in the car, opened up her mouth and proceeded to give me the instructions to how to resolve my issue. So I say that to say, I believe that was a part of me accessing the abundance that surrounded me. You know what I'm saying? I think that once you open up your eyes, you can't do it every day. Nobody does it all. Deepak Chopra don't do it every day. Okay? But I think that there are days and there are times when I call it a portal. I know people probably think about like Star Trek or something. But when there's a portal open that allows you to be able to just pull in everything that you desire. It allows you to be able to attract all of those things and all those people to you that will help you get to the next level because it's all there. It's all there. It's just that half the time we get so weighed down by the muck and the mire of the world and from, as I say, finding our way that we forget to hold our heads up so we can see. And when you forget to hold your head up so you can see, you miss so much stuff. You miss so much stuff. So I guess my only suggestion, or one of my suggestions today, is that you maybe follow the meditation or figure out what you want in your life and get up in the morning and sit. And I mean, I said to myself when I first started doing it this one, I was like, oh Lord, I'm going to be sitting here trying to do this meditation and I'm going to fall asleep. I'm going to be late for my meeting because these meditations are too dag-nabbit long. But it wasn't. I think it must have been all of 15 minutes. For real, it might not have even been 15 minutes. But it put some money in my pocket today, some extra money. It put some fantastically phenomenal news about my writing in my life this evening. It put money in my pocket again because I wrote a contract. And I bet you it's going to continue to multiply. So before I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to do the same meditation. And then tomorrow, I don't have a clue what day 2 is. But tomorrow I'm going to do day 2. And I'm going to do day 3. Now I'm behind. But I figure, hey, I'm on my own time. God ain't got no timeline for when I'm supposed to do the 21-day meditation. So if you haven't started it already, go on to, just Google Deepak Chopra and it'll come up with his Chopra Center. And when it comes up with his Chopra Center, it will then turn around and show you where you can find a 21-day meditation. You should also find it on Oprah Winfrey's website, on just Oprah.com, because that's where I initially saw it, on Oprah.com. So I know that you can find it on there. So check it out on there and get involved in it. I mean, you don't have to be a big, heavy duty meditator, somebody who meditates every 5 minutes. That's not what it's about. Rather, it's about just kind of opening up yourself to the possibility. Now, I mean, really, just kind of opening yourself up to the possibility of what can happen in your life. And for real, if you done tried everything else and it hasn't worked and you feel like you're still bumping your head up against the wall, try something else. Try something new. Try something different. There's a suggestion. It might work. Some days it might not work, but a lot of days it just may work for you, especially if you believe it. Especially if you believe it. I'm going to get ready to get off of here. I don't even know if I intended to be on here this long tonight. It's not one of my longest, but it certainly isn't one of my shortest. Let me see, but I'm going to read a piece out of my poetry book, Locked Up and Set Free. Before I get off of here, what piece shall I read? I got some goofy stuff. I got some deep, profound stuff. I got some, let me see, some short stuff, some long stuff. Let me see. Boy, I tell you, when you look at some of the stuff you write, you gotta know that you was in a strange kind of place when you wrote it. Let me see. Oh, I like this because I love listening to my music. Maybe I'll turn up the music a little bit. Let me see. When I do this, let me turn it on and see if I want to go out with my music. Hold on, let me see. All right. I'm going to play that low in the background while I go out with this one in this call. I'd rather listen to my music. So you say you're going out with your boys to have a good time and partake in the joys of a long, sought-after Friday night. That's cool, baby. That's all right. Not to worry, there'll be no drama from me, no rhetoric from the female peanut gallery. See, I no longer have the energy for the please, baby, please. I'm over 30 now, and there will be no dropping to my knees. You see, you go ahead and do your thing. Get your kicks, let loose for a while. Just holler at a sister when you're done. I'm not secure. I know that I'm the only one. Because rather than get all upset about your time and how you use it, guess what, baby? I'd rather listen to my music. See, when I choose the right tune and sip on a glass of wine, well, sometimes electric pulses skip up and down my spine. And if I take a nice hot bath and make time just to pamper myself, I really don't have the need for the company of anybody else. Oh, no, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I don't want you around. I love you to hold me and squeeze me. And I love it when you really put it down. It's just the freedom that I feel when I hear that melodic sound. Maybe it's the smooth drum beat that mirrors my heart, or perhaps it's that sexy horn that ignites my spirit spark. You know, I can't even figure just from where its magic comes, but I welcome it on nights like this, you know, potentially lonely ones. So don't look at me strange when I encourage you to flow. I'm enjoying my own company this evening. So go ahead, baby, go. I'm not seeing anyone else or on some strange mood or trip. I'm in a rhythmic state of mind. I just rather listen to my music. I want to embrace Joe Sample and wait for the Queen of Soul. I want to open up myself and let Will Downing take control. Oh, don't be jealous. But tonight I'm going to lay down with Peabo Bryson and float away with Miles. I'll become a Caribbean queen and ride Billy Ocean to an exotic isle. I will take a slow trip overseas and languish there just for a bit, listening to the violin of Jean-Luc Ponty. Because, sweetie, I'd rather listen to my music. But make no mistake about it, the love you give to me, I cannot live without it. I never want to lose it, hurt your feelings, or diffuse it. Because when you are near, I'd much rather play lovingly with you than with my music. You guys have a fantastic evening. That was one of my little ditties. I'd rather listen to my music. And I hope you enjoy listening to yours this evening. I hope you enjoy this broadcast. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your evening and a fantastic Saturday. Peace and blessings. This has been your girl, Liberated Lola Barber, on Finding Our Way Radio. Come back again soon. We'll have another broadcast. And again, I hope you have an awesome evening. Take care. Peace and blessings.
To know that I still care, and you had to know that I'd still be there. You had to know